I'm Catherine.
I'm Stella.
I'm Alessandra.
I'm Gabriana.
I'm Cece.
And I'm Giovanni.
Welcome to Imagination Station. If you haven't already heard about Imagination Station, it's a group we formed to show what kids can do and to show cool things. Today we're going to be doing arts and crafts. We have quite a few. Hope you enjoy. So today I'm going to be doing, as the first project, duct tape wallets. What you will need is aluminum foil, scissors, duct tape, and a piece of cardboard to your size. You'll cover the piece of cardboard in aluminum foil like I did here and tape it on. To make the pockets of the wallet, you take 2 pieces of duct tape and overlap them. And then you take 2 more and put them on the other side, leaving some space. And then you can attach them like that. Put another piece of duct tape right here to make the bottom of the pocket, and you can make as many pockets as you want to. Here's a finished version of a wallet. It has 3 pockets. You can customize it whatever you want. Any number of wallets, any size really. You could use crazy duct tapes. Yeah, that's how to make an awesome.
So where'd you learn how to do it?
I've seen it. A few people do it, but this was partly my design.
Why do you need foil?
It helps protect your cards from being wiped of money and everything, because normal wallets don't have it, and people can wipe your cards and steal your money.
Cool. Was the ones, you said you partly designed it, did you partly design putting the aluminum foil on?
Well, no, there's a few wallets you can buy that have aluminum foil in them. Well, okay, foil, but...
So what parts did you design?
I kind of came up with a pocket, and, you know, a lot of the other people use different ways of supporting it, other than cardboard. Not many of them used aluminum foil. They did the pockets different. Yeah.
Cool. That's really neat.
So, but where did you see the other people do it?
I've mostly on YouTube, actually. I've seen a few videos on YouTube on how to make, you know, duct tape wallets and various other duct tape creations.
Well, it doesn't seem like it has to be duct tape. It could be any type, any strong tape, couldn't it?
Yeah, but it's the old, well, it's not an old saying, but it's the newest saying. Duct tape is awesome. It's the best tape. Here.
And now
Alessandra with her craft.
Hi, I'm Alessandra, and I'm going to show you how to make a belt with an attached Swiss Army knife case. So to make the belt, take a really long strip of duct tape that's long enough to wrap around your waist with some extra and fold it in half and press it together. You can cut this end so it will go into the loop easier. So to make the loop, I'll demonstrate. You take a square of duct tape. It doesn't have to be exact. And this duct tape is being very uncooperative and hard to cut today. So you cut these 2 corners off. I'll just stick them on the lid of the Swiss Army knife case since there's nothing better to do with them. And so you fold the middle in. So if there's still a little sticky edge above the middle, cut it off. And then you can fold the edges around and stick it on. So that's how to make the belt and the Swiss Army knife case. So lay out a couple long strips of duct tape, face up, and overlap them on each other. And if you guys want to ask some questions, please do so now.
What's with the shoe?
It's a shoe I made.
Where
And
did
since
you-
I made it last year, it doesn't really fit me anymore. But I brought it along for demonstration.
Where did you learn how to make this?
Well, the belt technique is from a book. And the Swiss Army knife case technique is really just basic pouch technique with a little flare. So I think 3 strips will be more than wide enough.
This is pretty. That's pretty cool, but the shoe is cool too.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy is it to make this?
4.
Wow. That's pretty easy.
The shoe, I think, would go under 8.
That's hard.
It takes a long time. And more often than not, you just fail. Well, actually, one of my shoe failures was going to be a blue ankle boot. But I had to cut it off my foot. So now it's a ready-made cast.
Is your hardest thing you've ever made with duct tape a 10?
So we should probably.
I've never made anything harder than the shoe.
So now we're gonna.
Sorry, am I taking too long? I have a feeling I am. So lay some strips of duct tape across it. I'll just lay the rest the same way to save time. Okay. And so once you've got it all together, you fold it up like that. Only don't stick it together. And that's the flap. So to get it on, you cut another square, cut the corners out, fold the middle in, and tape it down like that. And I think that was over time, but Luke, go ahead.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm back again. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make rubber band guns. So what you'll need are jumbo popsicle sticks. You can use normal, but I like jumbo. You're going to need clothespins, hot glue gun, hot glue, something to put the hot glue gun on and hot glue on, and scissors. So what you'll do is you'll take a popsicle stick and you'll cut it like this at an angle to whatever size you want, and then make as many as you want so you can glue them together to form a handle. This is, you don't have to angle it, you can. I prefer to. I like it, it's more comfortable. But once you make that, you take a jumbo popsicle stick and glue the handle right on there. And I have a partially open one here. So you can see I have the handle. It's 5 layers. And then to make the actual firing mechanism, you take a clothespin, take it apart, take one side off the spring, cut a small part off, put it back together, and glue it right on there like I have here. Then you take another clothespin, take it all apart, get rid of the spring because you won't need that. You can take the 2 sections and glue them in here to give it some structural support. That little end you cut off, you can glue right up here, and you take another popsicle stick and glue it on and make the little catch for your rubber band. Optional, not needed, is this, which is a rubber band holder. And
So how does it hold the rubber bands?
it just goes on there. It's taut enough, and that's the internals. Here's an already made one. This is a little different. It's only 4 thick. The handle isn't slanted, and this is square, and this is actually 2 popsicle sticks, smaller ones, that I cut down and glued together and made a little notch. So, as for firing of these, you simply notch a rubber band, pull it back, lock it in place, and fire.
That's
That's
really
so
cool. Where'd you learn to do that?
This is actually mostly my design. I've seen some people make some different ones, but this is all my design.
All right, so now it's my turn.
Now, Catherine, with her project.
So I'm doing wands. So what you need is paint. I prefer brown, but it can be whatever color you want your wand to be. You need a paintbrush, scissors, and paper. Optional, you could have plastic lacing and a glue gun, or tape works. Glue gun works the best. So you start with a piece of paper and you start rolling it up like this. I'm not going to bore you by showing you all that, so I've got one already rolled. So you start by painting it a little bit, but I'm not going to do that either. So here's one I painted. And then, so this could be done. But you could also choose to cut off the edges, if it's too long like this paper is. So I like to cut off the edges no matter what, just to even it out. But if it's too long like this is, I cut off a little more. So there's a wand. Here's one that's already cut and painted. And then with the plastic wrapping, you take it, and then it's best to rotate the wand, and then you wrap it like that. And here's one that's done. And the best part, it's a pretty short craft, but the best part is this. Stupefy. Enervate. Stupefy. Enervate.
That's so cool.
Bloodify.
Awesome.
Oh, what did it do to you?
Ooh, yeah, she's bleeding.
Sorry.
Well, I guess I'll start then.
And now for
So
Alessandra, who's
I'm
knitting.
going to show you guys how to knit. So first, take your needles and take your yarn and tie your needles together with a loose double knot. Then put the yarn over your needles. Ah, stupid tail. and pull the gap between the needles as wide as possible, and then flip the right needle upside down, push it into the hole made by the left-hand needle, and flip it upright. Then stick the left needle into that one, and again, yarn over, through, twist, stick it in. I'll just cast on 6 stitches.
Where'd you learn to do this?
My grandma taught me.
How do you like turn it, like make shapes of it?
Well, you can cast on in the middle of, you can cast on at the beginning of any row, really. So, and you can knit 2 stitches together. So I tried to make a diamond with this thing, but it didn't really work. So knit stitch. So poke the right needle through one of the stitches on the left needle. Put the yarn in between. Stick the tip of your right needle through. Twist to pull it upright. And slip the old stitch off the left-hand needle. So like I said, yarn through, twist, pull, slip it off. So I want to show you guys how to cast off, so I'll just finish this row. And so to cast off, knit 2 stitches first. And now pull this bottom stitch over the first stitch and the tip of the needle. So then knit another stitch, pull it over, and so on.
So how long have you been doing this?
A couple years, I think.
You think?
Yeah. I'm really bad at remembering that sort of stuff. Well, I learned it at least a couple years ago. Maybe more.
Where'd you learn it?
My grandma taught me. All right, so now when you have only 1 stitch left, you cut the yarn, pull the stitch off the needle, and poke your tail through the stitch. And that's that. So you can, so I did it with big needles and plain yarn to make it easier, but I made these with this with a lot thinner needles and fuzzy yarn. Now I'll hand it over to Gabriana.
Hi, I'm Gabriana. Today I'm making cake pops. You make the batter, of course, and then you put them in a container like this. You can
Wouldn't it melt if you put it in plastic?
I'm not quite sure why it doesn't, but it actually doesn't. You can get these at most bakeries. And when they come out of the oven, they should look like this.
Yummy.
And you take this stick and you stick it in, and then you can take like frosting.
Does that mean, isn't that icing?
Oh, yeah, icing.
Ooh, it's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And you can also use the frosting or whipped cream.
Looks like it's
Crying.
had a bad hair day.
Yeah, bad hair day.
Really bad hair day.
And you can also put these sprinkles on, but I'm not going to put them on. And you can use lots of different colors, but I don't recommend mixing the colors or this happens. And I don't think you want this for a fancy wedding or party.
Yeah.
Unless it's rainbow themed.
It's probably still tasty.
Don't you mean
though,
muddy
at
rainbow
least.
theme?
Yeah.
And then there's this one. It sort of looks like a porcelain except it's squashed.
Looks chocolatey.
Like
And then there's this one, but I don't really like it because I think I put on a little too much metal and it made it turn
Yellow.
yeah.
looks yummy though.
Yep.
Yeah.
When do we get to eat them?
At the end of the show.
How long till the end of the show?
I don't know. And this is one of my favorites. I like it, and I also like this one because I think it just looks tasty. And Catherine here
I
made
made
it.
that one.
Did you dip those two in melted frosting?
Yes, I dipped most of these in melted frosting actually. I like this one except it got a little squashed. And I also really, really love this one.
That was really cool.
That's pretty.
Looks like it makes me want to. It makes me almost not want to eat it.
Who made that one?
Almost, mind you.
My mom. And lots of things you can do
Which
with
ones
them.
did you make?
I made this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that's it.
Well, I guess you made a lot.
There's only 3 I didn't make. It might look
Especially
really easy to make, but they're actually so hard. It took me 3 days to make these.
These are fun to play with.
Where'd you learn how to make them?
I learned how to make them on the internet.
Cool.
Any more questions?
My.
I wonder who we get.
What a role the internet plays in our lives nowadays.
Oh,
And next for Cece and Giovanni making bubbles.
Hi.
Okay, hi, I'm Cece.
And I'm Giovanni.
We're gonna show you how to make bubbles.
First, you put 6 cups of water.
Two, 3.
Don't spill.
Can we count?
Sure.
4,
5,
6.
Then you put 1 cup of dish soap.
blue soap.
does it have to be blue or could it be other colors?
Could be other colors.
Could be other colors. Do you have to put the water in first?
Yeah. It helps it not get too fizzy.
Don't we want it bubbly?
Yeah, it
well,
blows the same, but it just doesn't help it. And next, you put 1 tablespoon of glycerin.
Why do you need glycerin? To help it hold.
So the bubbles don't pop?
Yep.
Right. And
What's
then
glycerin?
you mix it.
What's glycerin?
But you have to do it carefully. Where can you get glycerin? At
Like
craft stores and stuff.
And on the internet, right?
Yeah.
What
That's
is
what we heard.
What is glycerin?
It makes soap.
and
You can use different stuff.
things to blow it.
Cool. So, did you guys make this up yourself, or did you find it somewhere?
We sort of made it up.
That was an impressively large bubble. It looked like a glass blower.
Oh, this one doesn't work.
You can just find things around the house.
Can we blow bubbles?
Sure.
Afterwards.
Whoa! That was big.
Whoa!
Um, we're about done. Hope you like the show. Hope to see you next month, and
Should we finish up with some jokes?
yeah, now we could do some jokes or try to see if we can find other ways to make the bubbles work.
Yeah, let's make bubbles.
Let's see if we can make it in our
Yeah, him.
All right, I can't really think of any decent crafts jokes.
So this is one way to make bubbles. So you put your hands like this. You dip your hands in. You take your hands out.
Whoa!
And then you go like this, to not waste bubble juice.
So, can you make other shapes? Can you go like this and stick it in?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
The electrons go from the zinc to the